Hey there, welcome back to the channel. My name is Violet and I'm super happy to have you here. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. In today's video, I created this really pretty purple, almost like you could wear it every day, but I specifically chose New Year's Eve or New Year's Day eye look to do this. I really hope you guys enjoyed my take on this eye look or my interpretation of some sort of New Year's Eve, New Year's Day eye look. I know I'm going to keep repeating that. I'm so sorry. But let me know your thoughts on this look. Let me know what you think about it. Alright, you guys. I went ahead and did my face makeup. I don't know why I always have to sing when I tell you some of this stuff. Anyways, yeah, so I just went ahead and applied all of the products. Nothing really new, nothing exciting. It's pretty much any other product that I've showed either on the Facebook Lives or already on my YouTube videos that will be in the future uploaded or have already been uploaded. And I also just wanted to save time for this entire video and merely focus it on the eyes because that is what I'm going to be focusing this look on based on the New Year's Eve / New Year's Day eye look that I want to create for y'all. I am going to be using two separate ColourPop palettes. One is discontinued and one is still readily available. One being the Gimme Butterflies palette. This is the one that is discontinued. It is a 12 pan palette, and this is just what it looks like. I will be using this pressed glitter pigment in here. So gorgeous, so pretty, and again, you totally do not have to use this. You don't have to use a glitter shade or a pressed glitter pigment or a glitter in general. If you're not comfortable whatsoever, you can replace it with another shade finish or color or whatever suits your fancy in place of this. And then the other palette is the It's My Pleasure palette. This is part of their whole monochromatic ones that they kept coming out with, I want to say last year. And it's pretty much just all purples, hence the purple packaging. So I'm going to be using both of these palettes together. Again, you can also use any other purple similar shades that I'm using in your collection. You don't have to go out and buy anything new. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and scoop myself in closer and get this eye look started. I think I'm going to start off with the ColourPop Gimme Butterflies palette in the shade Labyrinth right here. And I'm going to take that onto my AOA Studio E135 brush, part of their foam ink brush set. I absolutely love this brush set. And I just love anything Chamase, honestly. Like, I have been shopping like crazy on them. So, tap off the excess. And I'm going to grab the mirror from the It's My Pleasure palette since there is a mirror in here because I need to see. I can't blindly go into this. And I'm just going to take this and pretty much apply it onto like my crease area, maybe a little bit above it because I do have like semi-hooded eyes. They're not overly hooded, but I do still have some lid space. So I do want to bring the color up just a little bit above my crease so you can visibly see it. If that makes any sense. Do I make any sense at all sometimes? No, I'm sorry. Now that I've blended Labyrinth from the ColourPop Gimme Butterflies palette, I'm going to go into Pretty Cruel, which does have a little bit of shimmer, or like a little bit of sparkle and glitter, but it doesn't really show up on the eyes too much. And I'm going to take that from the It's My Pleasure palette with the same brush, AOA Studio E135, and I'm going to add that just very lightly on top of the previous color, Labyrinth, that I just applied. I just want to darken this up just a tad bit more. I just went ahead and lightly added Pretty Cruel, which was, again, this shade, just on top of that previous shade from the Gimme Butterflies palette called Labyrinth. And I think I want to darken this up just a little bit on the outer corner, not too much in the crease. I feel like I deepen that up just a little bit enough to now start focusing on my outer corner or outer V, whatever you want to call that. And I think I'm going to go very, very lightly into this shade called Skipper from Gimme Butterflies. And I'm going to take that onto Again, my AOA Studio E138 brush, and it's a very small, like almost like a small contour brush for the eyes. It does have like an angledness to it, and it's a little fluffy, and it'll hopefully get nice into the groove of that like eye part, the outer eye part of my lid. I'm going to go ahead and use the AOA Studio E138 brush again, and this time I'm going to dip into the shade called Bloomin' right here from the Gimme Butterflies palette, and I'm going to very lightly add that into the outer corner right on top of the previous shade that we used called Skipper. And I'm just going to very lightly add and blend and just get a little bit of darkness on there, because I do want to add just another color that's just a little bit darker than that to darken up the outer part of my lid, the outer corner, outer V, whatever you want to call it. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Now that I sort of darkened up the outer V or outer corner of my eye with the shade called Bloomin' from the Gimme Butterflies palette, I am now going into the darkest shade in the It's My Pleasure palette called Sleeper, which is this one right here. And I'm going to just apply that on top of the previous shade just to darken this up a little bit, so once I add the like bright fun purple glitter, it'll just sort of bounce on the eye and it won't look so flat or anything. And I'm going to use my AOA Studio E139 brush, which again looks like this one, and it's more rounded and a little more fluffy, and it's more small and compact, so this will be nice for that like outer work on my eye, specifically for my eye shape. Since I do have a little bit more lid space to work with, it'll be nice and pretty great for that part of my eye. For my bottom lash line, I think I'm going to go ahead and use the shade called Sleeper, which is just the previous darkest matte purple that I was using on the outermost part of my eye, and just kind of sort of blending it and looking more like gradient on my eye. And I'm going to take that with the same brush, the AOA Studio E139, and then just sort of lightly add it there. I'm not going to go full in. I think I'm just going to take it about halfway and then just blend it with the blending brush that I was using, the E135. Which just looks like this. Alright, now comes the fun part. It's glitter time. So I'm going to be using this one called Overpacked from the Gimme Butterflies palette. And this one already is like mixed in with like a glue formula kind of thing. So I don't really need to use glitter glue or any other type of glue to apply it. I just swirl my finger in it and just apply its gloriousness. So I'm going to do that off camera because I feel like it is going to get a little bit messy. I have worked with this shade like once before and I don't recall how it was, but for time purposes and video purposes, I'm going to apply my finger, and if there's a mess, I will just wipe away and let y'all know at the very end. So quickly, I'm going to go do this. So we're going to have glitter on the eyeballs in 3, 2, 1. Are you ready to see the final results? Count down with me from 3. In 3, 2, 1. She is here and she is so pretty. Oh my gosh, the eye look turned out so pretty. I was definitely scared every single time I do an eye look, I am very scared of how it's going to turn out. I'm always like breathing and like my anxiety is through the roof, and I'm like, is this going to turn out okay? I'm so nervous, and I just have to trust the process. I just have to tell myself that every single time. But I love this look. I love the glitter. I love the dark purple on the outside. I love how light I went into the crease. I feel like that sort of just technique looks really, really well on my eye shape because I do have a semi-hooded eye. So that going very light here and just focusing in dark on the outer corners of my lid and then adding some sort of bright here in the middle, it just kind of just looks a lot happier and fun and better, and just it pleases my eye shape a lot more. So I love this. The lashes I used as well, I forgot to tell y'all, I have not mentioned these. I've recorded a haul video of a huge collective lash haul that will be posted in the future, and I mentioned these in there, but I wanted to use these, and I have to say, like, my overall like first impression thoughts, they are really pretty. They were just really difficult for me to apply. Sorry, I'm not even mentioning. It's the Profusion. I guess this was part of a holiday collection that just recently came out about a month or two ago. It says Lash Era Vava Voom. It's a 2-piece lash set. So there was supposed to be this one, obviously 2 pairs, but I am wearing one. And I really couldn't find too much information about it. I found it at one of my local drugstores in the state that I live in. So I don't know if, I know Walgreens had their own like Profusion collection, so I don't know what the dealio is, but these are really pretty. I do like how they flare out here, and they're more sort of like shorter on the inside. I don't know if you guys can see too much, but these are how they look. They are pretty. I feel like maybe the mascara that I used, I couldn't really get a more seamless application on them. But they're pretty, they're nice, they're kind of long, but not like overly long. They are still kind of wearable. They look a little natural-esque. They are very like black in color. I always have trouble on the inner corner of application and applying, so that's just on my fault. But yeah, overall sorry, I was holding up a new product that I have not yet hauled, so I was trying to hide that from y'all too. But I love these lashes. I really do. They're really pretty. I just have to get used to wearing them and applying them, and just really testing them out just a little bit more. And then the lip color that's on my lips, I was an idiot and put it away, so I will put it up here on the screen for y'all so y'all guys are aware. It is from Wet n Wild. It's their new their Catsuit lip glosses that they came out with. I honestly don't know when, but yeah, so this is it. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this New Year's Eve or New Year's Day eye look. I had a lot of fun focusing it on specifically just the eyes and omitting the rest of my face for time's sakes. And I hope to see you in Brandy's New Year's Eve or New Year's Day eye look that it will be coming in on Wednesday early morning at 9:15 a.m. So I will see you there. I hope you guys enjoyed my look, and I do hope you guys enjoy her look, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye, guys.